Can I drill down a little, Tippy? May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Does she tell you flat out, hey, listen, Ma, if I wanted to do this behind your back, I could do it behind your back. Did she ever say that?
I think one time she did. It's funny, I said that to my mom once. Like she didn't want me going on a Shabbaton, and I'm like, Mommy, whatever you're worried about me doing on the Shabbaton, I could do around the corner in the park. Like, come on. Um,
How did it go with your mom?
she's like, okay, so you can go on the Shabbaton. She's like, you're right, good point. Go on the
Okay, so
Shabbaton.
why don't you take a page from her, Tippy? You turned out okay.
I guess. I went through a little bit of a roller coaster.
No, 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 but I'm
Um,
saying, but by the roller coaster, I think is God's design for us that the children should make mistakes and we should help them through it. That's my feeling. I think you didn't make mistakes when you were a kid. I sure did. I'm saying
yeah,
you learn
of
from your
course, I
mistakes.
think the scary part though is, and like one of the things I was really looking for in this course is not that like my kid is never gonna, like she might not, she might just be the straight and narrow her whole life. I don't know.
But doesn't sound
But
like her mom is.
but the scary part is like building that relationship where they'll talk to you about it.
Right.
And and that's really like what I want to do. And but I just think like she's young still and it's scary. And she has come to me and said, Ima, I looked at, up something. I had a, I was curious about something. I Googled it, not real Google because she doesn't actually have that, but she found some way to search something on her. I was like, I don't know how you figured that out. Like that,
The
but she did
kid,
come to
look, if they
me.
don't have access, but that's another thing that's changed so much since you were growing up is that the kids, it's so easy for them to get into trouble nowadays. So
Right.
they don't need a sleepover. They just, I said the Yetzer Hara makes house calls. Certain things haven't changed, but it's just easier to do something wrong. So you might be
Right.
well served to, you know, tell her openly. You see, you said you want to get to that relationship. That I think one of the best ways to get it is to is to set something up that listen, sweetheart, I hear what you're saying. I'm not really thrilled. This is a choice. What do you say? That the third choice? It's a third choice thing. I'm not thrilled. You make a pretty good case. I'd like to give you the thing. Here's what I'd like from you. If you make a mistake, I just want you to tell me about it, and we'll talk about it. And I'm not gonna give you a mafta yona. I'm not gonna give you a whole speech about it. But I'd like you to be able to talk about what you learned from it, how you're correcting it. You might say that certain things are not negotiable, like let's say getting bullied, that they get cyberbullied, or really talk to kids about posting personal information, about pictures of themselves. That's a good discussion to have about this is something that has nothing to do with religion, where you just talk about their safety and how they can really get into trouble. And that there are predators out there. There's a lot of sickos that pose like 13-year-old girls. And your safety is paramount to me. But like you said, your mom had a good laugh when you said that and said, go for it. I mean, that's really how we raised our kids. To
Mm.
be able to make mistakes at home, and we're here to help you figure it out.
It's hard when the child thinks that everything is overprotective and everything is extreme and
I don't think she
you
means
know
everything. I don't think she means everything. I don't think she says everything because it's a good negotiating ploy. I think if you
right.
told her, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know? So,
Right.
so
I've really taken a lot from what you've said about like sort of empowering her. And I do think that if I was a little more calm about it and allowed her to make the suggestions, that maybe there's a good chance I would see that she has picked up on the things that we've talked about over the years.